Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Minecraft Invasion, otherwise known as How in the Ruddy Hell Am I Not Dead Yet? I've been going at this for, well, this is my 19th episode, and I've managed to not die, which, I'm kind of still surprised at that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting a bunch of water because I know eventually I am going to need a variable source of water, and because I'm in the desert I'm not able to just put rain barrels. So there are going to be some things that require water, and there's something that I want to test with this water. Mainly a method to make mossy cobblestone, but we'll get into that in a second. But because I'm in a desert biome, it is impossible for me to just use a rain barrel in order to catch all the water. Actually, it might be possible, it might not be, I don't know. If we want to go with it's actually going to obey the laws of physics, the fact that it's not actually raining in a desert should be a clear indication that rain barrels will not work. So that is all. So all we need to do is get this, and we can bring this towards our layer of locations and singularity. So what I want to do this coming episode is at least set forward some stuff so that I can better, work my stuff out. I want to set up a quick rain barrel, not a rain barrel, a wooden barrel, so that I'll be able to at least test whether the stuff that I'm thinking about is going to work. Is this... okay, there's nothing in here. Might as well just get a bit more wood going. Really? I thought it was on before. That's very odd. Does it turn off automatically? If so, that could be problematic in the future. So let's make one of those wooden barrels. We're probably going to want to make more wooden barrels in the future, but we're just going to stick with this right now. And I'm pretty sure that this is not going to give us mossy cobblestone, so we're going to ignore that. One possible method, should got a bucket of water, but I'll get one in a second. One possible method, if it hasn't been disabled, to get mossy cobblestone is to just simply get a bucket of water inside of a wooden barrel and have the condensation from the barrel or some such permeate the cobblestone below. Ha! Okay, so we got water in there. It might work, it might not work. I don't know what's gonna happen. We know that this isn't gonna work, so what I might have to do also is when it becomes day again, I should go out, if this doesn't work, and find some cobblestone or vines in the world itself. In order to do the vine part, I am going to need to have some shears with me, but because I have some shears in that machine over there, it should not be a problem whatsoever. So, on to the more meaty stuff this episode. What I'm going to want to do is finish up the automation method that I started in the previous episode. Bleh, words. We're not going to need that. We're not going to need that. Probably won't need this for the time being, and we'll find out what we need later. So Yeta wrench. Let's just get a Yeta wrench now, because we are going to at least need this in the future, and if we don't, that's going to just be really annoying. Anyways, Ender.io Yeta wrench. We're missing, what was that? Electrical... I'm always missing electrical steel. Recipe is silicon. I can sag mill clay or compressed sand. I don't have compressed sand, but I have some red sand, so I can just sag mill some of that stuff. Sand, this. Maybe I can get a bit of a... yeah, you know what I mean. Is this disabled? I think it's disabled. It is disabled, so that's good. So if we were to just plunk this in here, we'll get a bunch of silicon. We need some iron, as well as some carbon dust, which is up here. I can't wait to get all the other elevators situated. That is going to be nice. And we'll just get some of that. And these are slowly working away, and I can accept their patronage as far as all that is concerned. So we're going to want to put this back in our oh my gosh, what am I doing mode. And I think that is enough silicon for me to deal with. I'll put this, I guess, in my value... No, I'll wait for this all to be done first, and then I can put this in my valuable chest. There. Electrical cheese. Can I have some electrical cheese, please? Thank you very much. As you can see, I made a lot more conduit binder because I am going to need some more of this. I made even more conduit facades because I have a feeling we are going to need quite a few of these, especially since I'll want to move this setup back by one. Obviously, the setup is not the most space efficient. It should be directly on the wall, so once all this stuff is done, I can start working on that, and that is going to be what our next project is. Now, I want to make this as modular as humanly possible, meaning that once I have this set up, I will want it to be able to handle an expansion of the system in the future. As you can see, I have this also starting to go out this way, so it'll be able to eventually... Hey, can you stop doing that for once in your goddamn life? Hey, I'm walking here. Wonder what potion it is. Wonder if I'll get the potion. Did that bounce off of me? I'm not even... Anyways. That's quote-unquote working. We'll just avoid that. And I thought I had stone there. Anyway, so we'll want to have this expanded to be as modular as possible. And that is going to require a bit of a jury-rigging of the system. Not that much of one, in all honesty. But let's see. So let's work on the functions of this. If I right-click this... nothing happens. Probably because I have a shield. Let's see if... Okay, shift right click removes it from here. And regular right click, well, doesn't do anything. Shift left click might do something. Left click might do something. We'll have to see once we apply this. So we'll take this, and I think I'll eventually move the power into the wall as well. So we'll worry about that setup later. And we don't need this... and we don't need this. These will be two separate things that will work out at a later point in time. In fact, we might as... would that work? It might. Sorry, I'm just having some premonitions about my future failures. So we're going to want to remove this wall temporarily because we're not going to be able to work very efficiently with the wall in place. So we're going to have to be mindful of things possibly sneaking up on me, such as that witch over there. I see you, and I am not a fan of your existence. Alloy smelter was here, so we'll put that there still. And we'll have this configured so that it's going to be the output. We'll want the alloy smelter to output to whatever system we want. And we also want the possibility of having a direct path to the input of this. So let's have, for its insertion, I think this is a priority system, meaning that the higher it is, the more likely stuff will come in there. That is something I should test right now, in fact. We got a bunch of stuff here, so we won't worry about that. So let's put two chests here. We'll put this here, and we'll have them insert. This has priority 1. This will be insert priority 2, and we'll have an extraction here. Now, my thinking is that a higher priority means that it'll be seen first. So stuff's going into there because it has a higher priority, meaning that the higher the priority, the more, well, it'll be selected first. That's basically what it is. There's not too much... Oh, gosh, I shift-clicked it while on the elevator. There's not much to talk about in that regards. And this guy's gonna have to die eventually. At least it'd be helpful if he does so. Not sure how likely that'll be. Man, he takes a... I think he's getting shot in the hurt animation, which is why he wasn't getting, well, hurt. Anyway, so we want to insert into here. We won't bother about the priority, but let's put red. Yeah, red as the smelt channel. So we'll want the insert to be there, and extraction will have it on the common green network. I think we're gonna have always active common green network. Can I do both? In, out. Okay, yes I can. So insertion, extraction, they're both the same. They can have two separate filters. Self-feed disabled, that's good. Round robin disabled, I'll worry about that later. And if you can see, we'll put it like there temporarily. We have both a green and a red arrow, both indicating their directions. The point of this is so that we can have multiple machines that have the same system. Always active, green. Stop shooting at me, please. I should have my shield back equipped. Might be a good idea. Anyway, so that's that. We'll obviously want the power to be configured properly, but let's configure this so that this is disabled, and we don't really need this at all. In fact, we'll just have this as none, this as none, this as none, so it's not an auto push or pull, and that as none. Then again, auto push might be good as well, but we'll see how this system works later on. So this is disabled. Let's put that as none, and we'll want to put this as, guess, none for now as well. So this is going to basically be, well, if we wanted to, we'll have it feeding into there as well, which is going to require a bit of this finagling as well. Let's take away some of this as well, because we do not... Okay. Now the problem with working out here is the fact that drones can attack, destroying some of our work. So that is one of the bad things about this. As you can see, it destroyed one of our stairs. So we'll want to be quick about this so that we don't attract unwanted attention. In fact, we can probably access this now if we... Let's see. What if we shift right click it? Oh, that is not what we want to do, and we destroyed all of those input stuff. So in out, we'll want insertion to be red. Extraction will be always active, so that is good, and that's what we wanted. Now for this side, we'll want it to be where the extraction is red. We'll want it in out as well. So extraction rather, it's going to be the red channel, meaning that the outputs of here will go there, unless we need to have... Now this is one of the problems. There might be some things, at least with the dedicated system, it won't be the case right now, but there might be some things later on where we'll want to have it... Oh, and they got even harder. Wow, I didn't think it was that many days. Why is it like all of a sudden? Huh. Anyway, so there might eventually be a time where we want some of the outputs from here going to something other than here, but I guess we'll work on that at a later time. Anyways, insertion we'll want to have as brown. So anything that we want to go into the sag mill will need to be on the brown channel in order to do anything. So that is good. That means if we were to place a chest like here and have this going to a system, let's put it here, I guess. If we have this, that means this is going to be our main thing. Insertion, no, it wants to be extraction going to brown. Always active, so this will automatically go into here, which will work, and then automatically go here, and then go to whatever the green transportation is, which I think I'll have as my... Green will be my main, go to the main storage over there channel. I think that's the easiest thing for me to do, and that'll be, well, easy. So barring any difficulties, I think that is all we're gonna need on those channels. Let's see, making sure, yep, we'll put that there. So we should probably test it by having a temporary green channel here. We'll go here, and I guess here. So green, insertion. So all the stuff that's on the green channel will go to here as our automatic area. We'll, since it doesn't matter too much, we'll put those there in order to hide all of those fun things. And speaking about fun things, we'll want to power this in a non-retarded fashion. So let's grab these, and we'll want to put this in the wall. So I'm thinking we'll want it to go out like that. So it's basically a wall plug, if you want to think of it from the literal way. Did I? Oh, thank God I didn't. There. And where are my power conduits? My power conduits are here. And we'll need to clean up the bottom, but basically what it'll be is it'll be like that, eventually assuming that I place the playthings. That, and we'll need to obviously fill those in where necessary. And then it'll come around like this and be on our main power channel. Pick you up. Why aren't you getting picked up? Hey, I'm trying to pick you up. Come on. It's like the easiest thing in the world. Should just be able to. Okay, you have power. And you have power. Okay, so now we have power there. We're going to need to facade it up, thankfully. We have the technology in order to do that. Right click there. And now everything is powered up as well as hidden. Meaning that when we button this up and give ourselves a floor again, make our floors great again and all that, we basically have a hidden method in order to run everything. And let's do our dry run. We need to smelt a few things, which is kind of obvious. What do we have? I believe someone mentioned that we can take our crushed diamonds and smelt that. So if we check the uses for that, we can smelt this, and that'll kind of be helpful, so let's get that. So theoretically, we'll start seeing diamonds through here. Let's set this to furnace only. Throw this in here. Yep. Working like a charm. Definitely working like a charm. Okay, extract, always active on the brown channel. Okay, we should probably look at this. What is this set to? What is this set to? Please tell me what you're set to. Insert brown. Okay. So it should be going into... Duh, we need a different channel as well for, well, we need to have a different chest, rather, for things that we want to automatically go to the smelting area. Because we're obviously going to have some of that, which means that we need to have another conduit here. Obviously, that's already set, and I believe I said it was the red channel that it needs to go to. So red, always active. So all this stuff in here should automatically go to the furnace, which it's doing right now. It's smelting up. We're getting our diamonds. The diamonds are getting extracted, and it's going into there. That is pretty simple and is easy enough. And if we wanted to have more furnaces, we can just place another one here, and it should be in line with everything, which is good. Now, the purpose of this is when we were to have, for instance, we can show that right now, get all of those things, bring this up. I think I do have some balls here. Where are those lead balls? I think they were. Here we go. Dark steel balls. It increases the main output, the bonus output, and the power reduction. Okay. It increases the power reduction. So if we put this in here and put this in here, should automatically go here. You get some dust. This stuff should be extracted and put into here. But it's not being extracted. Why is that not the case? So it might not be set to automatic extraction. So let's check. Oops, that is not what I wanted. Come on. I need to have a better system in order to edit this. In, out. Okay, that's insert, extraction. Okay, always active, now on the red channel. Now it's going in, and it's working a bit better than what it was doing before. Okay, so that is how we automate that. And now that we actually have some stuff going here, what we can do is, that was a bad way to describe it. What we have here is a bunch of conduits already here. Eventually the elevator is going to be here, but if we were to break that, because apparently it broke with one click, I'm not sure entirely how that is happening, but whatever. Now that that is done, and we have some more painted blocks, we might need to make some more painted blocks, which is unfortunate, but oh well. C'est la vie and all that. We'll place that down. This obviously isn't working, so I guess we'll have to think of another method for that. We'll just put this here. Get all that. Put this here. And it should have it automatically inserting into here. Now obviously... Ow! Can't you see I'm walking here? So apparently, supposedly, someone said I could left click or shift left click. Yes, shift left click will work. So if I shift left click on a conduit which has active connections, I can go to this particular connection. So we want it inserting green, and it should be the base priority. So anything on the which is a 0 on the channel will basically go here. Okay. There. So this should be set up to automatically insert into the sorting system once we have materials that are finished. But obviously they're not going to go into this chest in the end. We'll in fact want to have this so that it's extracting and putting it on the green channel. And this will take the stuff that's already sorted and put them in its place. Now, in order to facilitate this, we're going to need to add a few more areas of expertise. In fact, we are going to need to get the remainder of this. And let's make a few more of those barrels. Not barrels, you know what I mean. There we go. For those, that's fine. And that is actually the perfect quantity. So basic drawers, going up once more, and then we can place this down like here. So that should be one, have one there, and have one there. And then, since conduit binder is going to be something we will want, we'll put that there for now, and put those back into our thing here. And now those should automatically go into their new drawers once it gets properly indexed. Assuming something else didn't take its place already. Oh, carbon dust, of course. So that looks good. This doesn't though, meaning that we are going to need to go out and gather some vines or some cobblestones from some other situation. If we look here, we don't have any cobblestone, which is unfortunate. We did somehow get some fish, but that's obviously not going to be what we want. We are going to want to get something that's a little better than that. Okay, and we also want to sort this, but that is not a problem. Now well, I guess one problem that we can see with this system is that we still haven't automated it. We need to get... Let's look at the airdrops. The airdrop containers, if we check the uses of these, we can crush it into the iron grit, or we can automatically use the... Okay, yeah, that doesn't actually change anything. But chopping block, if we were to use a chopping block, we can get all that stuff. But that obviously isn't a very efficient manner, considering we can just throw the airdrops into the sag mill and immediately get the iron grits. So I guess... actually that works. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna need to put a few things away. In fact, we can have this as an automatic deposit area. Obviously, we still have the silver that needs to be indexed properly, but that is going to be something that we need to worry about at a later time. We'll still need to worry about power production, but I think the main thing that I need to worry about now is, well, check which quests that we have. We still need to get that one quest done, which I think was in our infrastructure. No, it wasn't in our infrastructure, though we still have a few things that we might want to do there. Automation, right? Yeah, we need to still do the void miner, and the only thing that we are missing from that endeavor is the mossy stone, so I'm thinking I could probably run for my life in order to try to get stuff. That might at least get me a bit farther than what I was thinking I'd be able to do, but we basically need to have vines, otherwise things are not going to go well. So let us get our shears, which we kind of need, and then get ready for the trek. So it's almost morning. I think now is as good of a time as ever to go out, especially with an almost broken diamond sword. So where I want to go is I want to go towards that jungle-like area and just run for the hills. Hi Ash. The fact that you're not attacking me is kind of weird, but I'm just going to take my lumps and go with it. So the objective is we need to have some mossy cobblestone or we need some vines. If we have either of those, we'll be good. If I am failing this objective, the only what we can actually get instead is like okay, something is behind me and I do not like it. Something is really fast behind me. A screamer! Yay, because I haven't dealt with you several thousand times. Gosh. So I don't think that should be too hard, honestly. It's just 2 possible items. They are probably going to be easy enough to get. And actually, if we have a swamp, there's some vines right there. That is actually all we need. You have some potion arrows, and for some reason you're not shooting at me. That is very weird. Actually, that is incredibly weird. But I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, and I'm just going to go. Okay, so we have a few options. The option right here is obviously the better one. So we'll get the Yeta wrench out of our hands. Dang it. We'll just kill this guy because he sucks. That's a good thing for that. And we can get our vines. That was incredibly easy, and I'm surprised that I didn't do it before, which is actually not that surprising considering how much of a derp I can be. Now that pyramid seems like it's an easy enough thing to do, so I think maybe... Actually, no. I need to get my base a bit more situated before I can think of doing any of these excursions. I think I'm going to need to go that way because that is a pile of nope. I'm going to want to fortify my base before I think of doing a sort of excursions like that because right now, oh god, right now, the thing that I need to do is not die. Okay. Okay. Run, run, run. Get the crossbow ready and get out of here. No fish in the water. That is good. We can step back and look at our situation for what it is. Pretty dang horrible. Okay. Bit of healing. And then once we've healed a bit, since there's no pariah coming at us, and yes, that was intentional, I'll get home and make our damn thing. Whew. Because that is going to be definitely what we want. A nice, safe, non-bed for me to cry in, which is the objective of this adventure of fortitude, and I'm out of stamina, which obviously is not the best thing for me to do. Hi there, how's it going? Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Deadpool. I hope you enjoy your stay at my lovely abode, but I am afraid... Well, actually, that is out of energy. I'm going to need to refill that or at least add it to my system. Okay, so we got our mossy cobblestone, which is what we needed. And if we look in here, we can grab our other materials, which there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we needed a lot of gold. I know that. So there, maybe I should heal up while I'm here. Whatever. Actually, let's just go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that out of here. And then we can check the uses of this because that's easy. So we got our void miner. And we can claim the rewards, and we need a so this is the digital guide. So void or miner. If we set this up, so common requirements, bottom laser core must be able to see bedrock. A block below laser core must let light through. That's easy enough. Speed modifier decreases duration time. Accuracy modifier. Okay, so specifications. Here are the specifications. It needs 24 structure block tier 1. Structure block tier 1. any type, right? So, okay, 24 of those. That's easy enough. I don't have all those resources yet, but anyways. Machine base. Needs a machine base, which is basalt, and okay, we can also use this, or this. This is probably actually very easy to get. Okay. We also need a laser core. So, making another one of these, and another laser thing. What does the structure look like? That, I'm not sure. Space required, 11 by... Okay. I'm gonna have to actually look at what these look like, and how much does it require? 400,000 RF per duration. Okay. I am a little far from that. 400,000. Did it say 200,000 or 400,000? This is 1 million. So in order to make one... Oh god. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of Minecraft Invasion. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day. Now, in the meantime, I think I'm gonna get some food.